Hello, hello, everybody. This is DJ Doc here. I am so happy you're here with us. I know it's been a minute, but I got to tell you, I started a podcast. And with the podcast, it has kept me busy. I kid you not. But we're going to keep on doing this show and bringing you quality and good information. Today, I've got two wonderful ladies that are here with me, and we're going to be talking about some stuff. Now, these two ladies do a lot in the community. All right. I've known both of them for quite a while now, and it's interesting because of what they do. All right, and you're going to hear a little bit about both of them. But let me tell you a short thing about both. Our first young lady, her name is Letitia Nicole. You all know her as Eternal. All right, she was born and rooted. You hear that? Rooted. We're not talking about raised, we're saying rooted from the urban communities of Southeast San Diego, which is located in Southern California for all of you that are outside of Cali. From living a fast street life to being delivered and blessed. Did you hear that? Delivered and blessed. All right. She is now has been given a second chance to live life again. And she is making sure that others are able to do that as well. All right. And then for our second young lady, okay, her name is Lavada J. Inspire England. Now, if you are in the San Diego area, you know about these two ladies. All right. She is the mother of four beautiful girls, and they're ranging from the ages of 29 down to 16. I can't imagine four girls. I just can't. I got one and it's killing me. It's killing me. I love her to death, but oh my goodness. Okay. She became a teenage mother at the age of 16. So she really knows what's going on. All right. After being raised by a substance addicted mother, she has started a company and a business that is helping others. Both of these ladies have been doing the same thing with helping each other, and they have partnered several times. We're here tonight to talk with Miss Letitia, Nicole, and Miss Lavada J Inspired. Let me bring them on the screen, y'all. Give me a second because I want to make sure I get them looking good here. Hello, ladies. Hey.
Hello, hello. What's up, Doc?
Hey,
All
what's
right.
going on,
How are you
Queen? What's
guys?
going on, Doc?
What's going on, Queen?
I gotta ask, how y'all doing? How are y'all doing?
Man, I won't complain. Hey, hey,
I'll
hey,
Well,
start.
okay.
Hey, hey.
it won't do any good for us to
You know
complain,
how,
will it?
yeah, man, it don't help at all.
But
Yeah.
the
Well,
biggest
Thanks
thing
for
is I
having
want
us.
to, oh, most definitely. I want to ask and start off right away. How have you guys been doing since the pandemic?
well, shoot. For me, nothing stopped for me since the pandemic. I've continued to work. I've traveled. Yeah. So I've just been living life, of course, safely. Sometimes you got to put the mask on and everything else, but I've been doing all right. It was the children I was concerned about.
Right, right. Okay, okay. Oh, them four girls. That's right. Them four
Them
girls.
poor girls.
Oh, man.
Busy, busy,
Okay,
busy.
busy. Most definitely. I know they keep you busy. Even the older one, because
Yes.
I got a 26-year-old and he keeps me busy as well.
Oh,
So,
I've just been living life, of course.
yeah. So, Letitia, what's been happening with you?
Yes. It's been a very adventurous year. Um, Amazing. Nothing stopped, of course. I went through some health challenges. I'm feeling great today, and I'm thankful for that. But of course, staying busy. Got a lot of projects going on. It's kind of like COVID. It had us working online, and now that the gates is opening, it's like being in a horse stables. Ready to run the race, and that's how we did the 2020. So that's why it's not, because there's so much going on and so
Mhm.
much to share that it's
Right.
time to get even more busier.
Well,
That's
well,
right.
I want you to tell us some of what you guys have been doing, what's been happening, as far as because both of you have businesses, and both of your businesses pertain to helping individuals in the community. I want you to tell us some of what you do. Okay, Letitia, I'm gonna start with you, and I'm only doing that because I'm looking at alphabetically. Letitia comes before Lavada. All right. Y'all know I got love for the both of you, but I got to do the journalism thing so I don't get in trouble. So, Letitia, tell us a little bit about you, your business, your organization. What do you have
Okay.
going on?
All right. Well, I'm a single mother. I have 5 beautiful children. I have the company called 805 South, but I am also the founder of InspireSD, which DBAs as Overcome Lupus. And overcome means to fight the fear of. And we also work with youth. Drug intervention prevention, gang intervention prevention, rebuilding family relationships, and giving back, health awareness, and also connecting, like with Sister Lavada, Queen Lavada, with the other youth, women, men in the community that need us, that we can inspire, we can uplift and plant into them motivation, help build their self-esteem. And so that's what we do. We spread lupus awareness. We like to give back to research as well. And we get involved whenever we can.
So, now the one thing I want you to do real quick is tell us with 805, how are you helping people through 805?
Well, 805 is a story behind how I started that company. When I was, living the fast life, I was in the streets and I wanted to have a name, me and my oldest son, a name that would represent San Diego. Everything's supposed to start at home. You change at home before you go out and try to help the world. And so
Right.
805 South um, goes through the heart of San Diego. And we wanted a name that, whether it was a Crip, blood, Asian brothers, brown brothers and sisters, it was no discrimination.
Gotcha.
It goes through the heart and it goes through every community, all the way to the border. And so that's
Beautiful.
how
Beautiful.
the whole community um, outreach started with 805.
Hmm.
And so that's why I've always kept it attached. And so, clothing is a way that when people see it, you can put positive slogans on it, and that's where I started. 805 South is where
Right.
it all started. And then from there, I was blessed with ideas that had to do with health awareness. And of course, I started doing outreach in the community with young people that were like me and went through things that I might have went through. And if I didn't, there was someone else that I was partnered with, like Lavada, who young ladies or young men might have went through with her life. And all the organizations, that's just like we're like a body.
Hmm.
If one hasn't went through it, another person can be a mentor to that, young man, or even a older woman or man as well, because sometimes it takes us a while to actually, get to that point where we're ready to, go into a serious positive direction. And so
Right.
we're here to be an example and to help lift each other up, and hope that they exceed and succeed at whatever their dreams are.
Fantastic. And I got to tell you, I do have my 805 jersey, but I'm wearing purple today
Hey.
because of what we're talking about. Y'all will see me
Okay.
in another time, but I had to make sure. I told my wife, said, "Where's my purple shirt? I gotta have purple on tonight because what we're
Yeah.
talking about and whatnot. It's gotta have on purple."
Right.
All right. Well, that's that's
Okay.
that's a beautiful story, Letitia. Thank you very much. Now I'm gonna talk with
You're
Ms.
welcome.
Lavada. Ms. Lavada, I need you to tell us a little bit about what's going on and what you're doing.
Okay, so currently we do have a fundraiser and it is entitled Esteem, Value, Worth, because we are building the woman's self esteem so she can acknowledge her self value and embrace her self worth. Too many of us as women feel like uh, we're taking the back seat to everything else that's going on in the world. And so I just want to bring it back home because we as the women, we the one that bring the children in. Yes, we get the help to impregnate the egg. However, we're the one that endure that 9 months or 6 months if you have your child early or whatever it may be. We're the
Hmm.
ones that embody a whole nother human being. And for so many women to feel so devalued, that's unacceptable, especially when we having 4 girls. It's just not going to happen, So that is our fundraiser going on right now. Um, Of course, we have the offices over in Lemon Grove, California, currently, where we
Tell us the
provide
name of the
some
tell us the
workshops.
name tell us the name of the business.
Oh, House of Restoration Community Connections.
Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Yes,
So,
yes.
and we're over there in the Lemon Grove area. And the women, we pretty much start calling it the woman's clubhouse, So
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's
women can
lit.
come there, they can talk. They can bring their children when their children are out of school. We've had some digital media classes, some journalism classes, and literacy classes for our workshops for the children when they're out of school recently. And we're going to go ahead and implement the moms in those things now, but they also work on their typing skills. We're working on
Right.
getting the digital media room, so that women can complete their educations who have not completed their educations through their GED.
Good.
We
Okay.
have our sewing workshops on Saturdays, but I'm doing this because being a teenage mom, it was so much help that I needed. And if I had maybe that one stop, that one shop, that one place where I could have gone and just did everything and just completed what I needed to do, opposed to running from pillar to post, like most of these
Mm-hmm.
programs have you doing, it would have, benefit me a lot more. However, if I didn't go through it the way I went through it, I wouldn't be able to implement the vision that God gave me to push out. So
Right.
no
And
Wow.
complaints,
that's
you know.
yeah, and that's exactly what I was saying because of the fact, with being a young mom, you've been there, done that. Both of you ladies have been through things, and because of that, the experience allows you to help those. And the
Yes.
big thing is you may not have had help yourself, but God
Yes.
assisted you in getting out of the situation you were in, and then He put in you what you needed to do. So both of you are doing that fantastically, and I love it because I've been around both of you for some years now and seen how both of you has grown. You know, I got to say, Letitia, if you remember, there were a couple of concerts you had done uh, that
Yeah, you was my
was
sound man.
yes, I was your sound man, I was a
Yeah,
DJ and
yeah.
so forth. And one of the
2000, what,
things,
10?
yeah, it was a long time ago. But what I look at is where you started out from then and where you are now. And we're going to be talking
Yes,
about a lot of what both of you do more in depth in the future because we're going to have both of you on individually. But you're here
yes,
today because the one thing we want to talk about is a lupus Christmas.
yes,
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
yes,
yes, yes, yes. And one of the things that I think is fantastic is with what you guys are doing, one, you're providing toys for the kids, right? Through Toys for Tots.
Yes.
yes.
For those
And
that have
then,
pre-registered.
For those
correct,
that have
correct.
pre-registered.
And we're going to make sure that they understand. I know some people may be watching this. Please understand and make sure you know. You have to have been pre-registered in order to get toys this year. All right. So if you haven't pre-registered, please, please don't show up. We don't want to feel bad about saying no and things of that nature. We've got to take care of those that did pre-register. But not only are you giving toys to the kids, Letitia, you guys partnered and you're going to be what recognizing some individuals in the community, correct?
Yes, yes. And so we like to highlight individuals in the community, and we call it Faces with Purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And so these are people that are tilling the ground, and they might not ever been recognized. Some may have, but we want to give honor where honor is due. And so we want to show our love and let them know that we appreciate them and to keep
Right,
going, because
right.
sometimes people don't know that they're appreciated. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's where we want to give back and acknowledge them, as well as share the awareness of us being the village and working together and building each other up.
Right. And the big thing that I love is uh, with the last one that you did, overcoming lupus. What was great was the fact that you were able to assist individuals with learning about lupus. Those that had lupus had a place that they could go to discuss it. You assisted them in finding care and things of that nature. And that's needed. That is truly needed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I'm gonna just put up. I pulled up a couple of photos from your last group that you had. There you guys all, and the one that gets me is this was a time when we had a wonderful performer.
Yes, we did. An amazing angel, an
Yeah.
amazing
Yes, and she was
woman
an
of God.
individual, right? And she was an individual that suffered with lupus as well. So
Yes, she did.
talk a little bit about Miss Janice.
Oh, Miss Janice Friedman. She is such a blessing. I was introduced to her a few years back from my son's father, and Joshe Brown introduced me to him and her wonderful husband. And she came down in Dion Newble, and they blessed us. And her spirit was, no matter if I'm in pain, I'm still gonna give God glory. I'm still gonna praise God. I'm still gonna inspire people. I'm still gonna smile even though I'm in pain.
Right, and that's what most people with
And that
lupus do.
it it true it truly, truly, truly is.
Yeah,
That's what most people do. But she had the day that she did that concert, she had a flare up earlier, I believe, in the day. And so for her to still, come and be a part and bless us, it meant a lot. I do
right.
have some footage of some of that video. I'll search it and download it because I believe I sent some to, I believe it was one of her brothers, if not her twin, one of the family members I inbox, and
Mhm.
I'm hoping they got it. So I'm going to download some of that if I can from
Hmm.
Facebook. But there was some very emotional times that day
Right,
where she went in. Her voice is so
right.
beautiful,
Yes,
and
it
when
was
she
it was
sings, and she was
fantastic.
featured on The Voice. She was featured on The Voice, and she was getting loose on The Voice.
Oh, she
I was
was, she was.
upset when I was like, she won.
Yeah,
She is,
yeah,
I mean, amazing. So I listened to her. I always go back to that video. I probably done ran
right,
that video up so much, but she has a beautiful voice, a beautiful daughter, um, and the story with her is she believed to overcome lupus, and she lived for it. She
right,
did overcome cancer, I believe, and so she was battling with lupus,
right.
and she kept a
And
smile on her face.
she did,
Well,
and the
I remember that event, and you're right, sis. She did. She had a flare up that day, that evening before the event, but she said
Hmm.
she was not going to allow that to stop her.
right,
She
Yes.
came
right,
down very comfortable. I think she may have wore some slippers, or she did
Hmm.
something, and I really
Yeah.
admire her for that, because how many times do individuals allow things to stop them from moving forward?
Right.
And we're talking about a woman that had lupus that just affects your whole body. But she
Right.
said she was going to sing her heart out. She came
Anyway.
anyway,
Mm-mm.
right. And
anyway.
the big thing also is that with her being there, she was a true inspiration to a lot of individuals that were there that had lupus. And that's
Yes,
Hmm.
what
she
it's all
was.
about. That's what it's all
That
about.
is.
Like I said, the two of you have been inspiring people in the community and women in the community, especially since forever. And I think it's a fantastic thing. Now, Lavada, I want you to talk a little bit with
Yes.
us about um, the Toys for Tots.
Okay. So the Toys for Tot, I've been teaming up with the Miramar base for um, 3 years now. And so we get individuals to sign up. We want to be able to bless individuals, that really can't purchase any toys, or maybe they just don't want to purchase toys. Maybe because they know
Right,
their child only going to play with it for 2 days, and then it's going to put it to the side, and it's going to be a toy sitting up in the closet. So um, and it's a way just to bring families out. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I don't celebrate a lot of holidays. However, I know that individuals do. So it's not about me during the holiday season. It's about, understand that warmth, that family, the togetherness. And again, maybe it's because that was missing in my life. I do not prioritize it in my life. But I have women around me that come and they come to the office and they talk to me. They decorate. This is a love for them. I'm getting a balance on that. So every
Mm-hmm.
year we team up with Project Aware. That's my big bro over there, Reggie Washington at Project Aware. He get his group to sign up. I get the women and everyone, that I know to sign up who can. And we go ahead. I submit all the information. I go pick the toys up, and we go ahead and allow the children to pick their own toy. Actually, we
Right.
started that. We have the tables, we set them up, and
And
it's a
and I'm gonna
blessing.
show a
The
little bit
babies
about
like
what.
to be there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show a little bit about what you're talking about. They can see
Yeah, there
there on
go
the
my big
picture,
bro.
right? And there are all the
Yes,
toys there on the table. You know,
yes, yes,
that was a beautiful day with individuals coming by, and we had even done a couple of interviews with people and so forth, to talk about, and thank you. And it was so beautiful how people felt about the fact that they were able to come there and that was being done. You know, now
yes,
the one pet peeve I got with your big bro there is that I'd seen, I think it was a model or something that I wanted, and he said I couldn't have it because I didn't sign up. But that's all right. That's okay. That's okay. Save it for the kids. That's fine. That's fine. But let me see something I want. I'm not asking this time. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, y'all. I'm kidding.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so, I think it's a fantastic thing that you two are doing with teaming up and making sure that the kids get toys for Christmas and that people are made aware more about lupus and so forth. Now, my understanding is that you guys have, I want you to tell everyone when a lupus Christmas is going to take place.
Okay, so it's gonna take place December 11th, over at Mount Olive Church. Oh, I said I was gonna get that. I was supposed to look that address up again. But Mount Olive Church
Hmm.
on the other side of the freeway from Gompers. Okay, you
Okay.
guys know it, but it's on A Street though. It's on A Street, and I
Y'all
should
look it
have been
up.
prepared. I had it on a piece of
That's all
paper.
right. Technology, just tell them the name of the church they need to find. They can find it. You said Mount
Okay,
Olive.
we are going to have it at Mount Olive Baptist Church.
Okay.
Okay, we're
And
gonna do
there are
the toys
flyers
for
out there. Yeah, there are
Tots
flyers out
and
there.
move on into the Lupus Christmas holiday
There we go.
event.
There we go. Now, my understanding is you guys have an event coming up this Sunday, which is sort of a prelude to a Lupus Christmas. Letitia, why don't you tell us a little bit about that? You're muted, dear. Can't hear you.
Yes. So I want to give a
Okay.
big shout out to SD Hip Hop 5K, Health and Wellness 5K Run here in San Diego, California, founded by Dawu Hassan and Terrell Rackley. And so they have invited us to join them with the Lupus Awareness Panel. And
Okay.
so Rackley's Flowers, Lupus Foundation, Lavada, England with HOFRCC, the president of Lupus Foundation, Emmett Henderson with Male Lupus Warriors will be also part of the panel. And so we will have a panel. So we will have the 5K run, and everyone, we want them to come out and walk, whether it's for lupus, the community, for each other, support San Diego, support
Yes,
people
yes,
worldwide. You don't even have to be in San Diego.
Right.
You can be virtual or you can be physically there with us, but it will be at the Jackie Robinson. And so we kicking off the lupus event with the SD Hip Hop 5K. And that's how we do it. The village make it move. And that's what we're doing.
yes.
We'll be out there definitely log on to sdhiphop5k.com and sign up and join us. We hope to see a smiling face. It's all ages. Invite a friend. And remember, when people can't stand up themselves and we can, let's show up. Let's show up. If we got to walk, crawl, roll, if we got a skateboard, a wheelchair, push grandma,
Yes.
whoever,
Yes.
let's just walk together because we're stronger together.
Yeah.
And so we're kicking this season off with the SD Hip Hop 5K, and then we're gonna roll in a Lupus Christmas, December 11th. Is that right, sis?
Right.
Yes, ma'am. It's December
Yes,
11th.
ma'am. December 11th. So
Yes.
this Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
November 7th, and then we'll see you guys also December 11th for Lupus Christmas. So make sure you guys come out and join us. You
Now,
heard
what I
it right here.
Now, what I did want to say is that we're going to be doing the toys from 10 to about 12, 11:30, 12. And then we're going to be rolling into the Lupus Christmas. So,
Yes.
individuals that really want to be there for that portion, so they're not sending out at 10 o'clock. So that's going to start around 12,
12 to
12:30.
3, 12:30. Yes.
To 3
All
o'clock.
right.
And those that
Fantastic.
are coming to get gifts are please come and they're welcome to join us, because
Yes.
there's all different types of resources that falls even with under Overcome Lupus is also what Lavada does and other panelists that will be there. It's a wraparound.
Yes.
We come out for Lupus. It's just like the run. It's a wraparound that maybe anything that someone needs and resources will be available. So please come out.
All right.
Yes.
And what I'm going to do now is I want to put up so that anyone that needs to find out how to reach both of you, they'll be able to do that. And you can see up on the screen now is the contact information for both Letitia and Lavada. All right. Information to reach them is there. Make sure that if you've got questions, you have needs, and so forth, reach out. Even if it has nothing, and I know I'm putting y'all on the spot, even if it has nothing to do with lupus or anything else, these women are knowledgeable about getting assistance and helping where they can. Okay.
Yeah.
I know, ladies, I just put y'all out there and so forth, but because I know you both and because I know your hearts, they're genuine and so forth, and you would not turn down helping somebody find the help that they need, you know.
Right.
That's
So,
right.
like I said, the information is there for Letitia and Lavada. Make sure that you reach out to them. They're both on social media as well. Their links are there so you can find them and reach out to them. And of course, you can always reach out to Rock Enterprises. We'll put you in touch with the individuals that you need to and so forth. All right. I think
Definitely.
yeah, most definitely, without a doubt. So, ladies, I want to thank you for being on with us tonight so we could talk about the events coming up. But
Definitely.
before you go, I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Letitia, I need
Mm.
you to give a inspirational, give a few inspirational words regarding lupus and how, what people need to do and feel as far as that.
I would say that, and I like to use it. It came from one of my songs called "My Cup," and so when I hear about flare-ups, they don't have the energy barely to do anything. It's sometimes very, very unbearable and very painful. And I believe that sometimes they might be down and sometimes
Mm-hmm.
they might be up, but at the end of the day, God will fill their cup, and that pain, just give it to God. And that I believe that they are conquerors, they're heroes. I look up to people that can still get up and put a smile on their face. They're so
Mm-hmm.
strong. And they might feel weak, but I see like greatness. I see empowerment. I see a miracle still walking. When I see Emmett Henderson, when I see him And as much things as he went through in operations, I'll be like, wow, you know, he's like a superhero. And so I want those that are going through it and are sick, just know that you are inspiring people to not give up on life, and not just with lupus, but with anything in life. When they see you and they see your story and you get up and you come out in a community, or you're able to share your story, it helps people from all different walks of life. And I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you.
All right.
Thank you for sharing your life and story with us.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. And Lavada, you're not off the hook. I need a beautiful word, but I want you to talk about inspiring women. I want you to talk about how they need to be.
Okay. Well, you know, I love to practice self-reflectory work. And I told people, I don't know if it's in a dictionary or not, but I love using the term self-reflectory. That means I know me enough to know when enough is enough. If I don't know me, then I can't really expect anyone else to know me. I have to do my own internal work, my own external work, in order to allow my mindset, because that's where we get trapped at oftentimes. Us as women, we can go to some dark places. Sometimes the man wonder why his tires got flat. Come on now, I'm not going to go too far with it, but it's because I went to a dark place in my mind. So we have to be able to gravitate enough to ourselves to say, hey, I'm able to pull my own cards. I'm able to tell myself I'm able to tell myself when I'm out of line. I'm able to tell myself when I'm really truly happy for somebody. I'm able to tell myself if I'm jealous of somebody. And how do I get past that? Because I want to be happy for other women. You know what I'm saying? It's pulling your own cards as a woman and being able to decompartmentalize your emotions from your actions. Those are two different sets. And so if we can learn how to do that as women, I love to study men, because a man, sometimes when he's very goal oriented, he'll forget the birthday, the anniversary, he'll forget everything because he's goal oriented. Now, for most of women, we get upset about that, but it works. It works. And so if we can find a balance as women, not to be so emotional to where we're so entangled and so in bondage, we're so depressed, we're so this. We all go through emotional turbulences. We all go through them. So let's work on finding a balance.
Right. And I want to thank both you ladies. And, as I said, I wanted something inspirational. And right off the bat, we had someone, Michael Martin Jr. He said, thank you for enriching dialogue. He has a few family members living with lupus. Thanks, Letitia, for the inspiring closing remarks. And agreed, our community members affected by lupus are heroes. Let's continue to build in the community. Let's build. Thank you, sir, for those kind words, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Michael.
Definitely. Thanks, Michael.
Well, ladies, my sisters, I got to say thank you for being on with us. We are definitely going to enjoy the Lupus Christmas coming up, and Toys for Tots with seeing the kids and everything else. And, Rock Media is going to be in the house with you there during those events. So I want to thank you for being on tonight, and I want you to be safe, all right, out there. Everybody, I got to say thank you for being with us here on Straight Talk. My guests have been Letitia, Nicole, aka Eternal, and Miss Lavada England. I thank you both, and we'll see everybody next time. Peace, y'all.
Thank you. Peace.
Thank you.